Chris Jericho going up against Neville at the Beast for the East show could easily be one of the best wrestling matches of the night. Of course, Chris Jericho is on this weird kick. It's the second time he's done that, but he's, basically agreed to go on the road with WWE just as long as they don't put him on Monday Night Raw, they don't put him on SmackDown. He just wants to wrestle on house shows, which is, he calls it the reverse Brock Lesnar effect, where basically he just likes going out and entertaining the crowds, and he basically twists Vince McMahon's arm until Vince gives him what he wants. Jericho has always been an entertainer, and he likes going out in front of these shows and giving him the best there is. He has a great story about going to Japan, I believe this had to have been a few years ago, and asking to wrestle against... forgot the guy's name. Yoshitatsu. And basically, he asked Yoshitatsu to get really into this match because he wanted Tatsu to have a good match in front of his home crowd and be able to get over. And Jericho basically tells a story of having to punch Yoshitatsu right in the face for him to show his aggression and get into the match because he didn't feel like Tatsu was bringing it the way that he's going to be bringing it. Jericho, of course, asked to wrestle Finn Balor on this show, I believe, and because Finn Balor getting the NXT Championship shot against Kevin Owens, the match had to be wrestled, I believe, the night before, which would have been last night. I don't know about time zones and all this stuff, man. But, Jericho going up against Neville is another match against a future star that just came up out of NXT. And I think that this honestly could be the best wrestling show of the night. I know that Neville really doesn't have a whole lot going in WWE right now. And, of course, with Jericho not being on television at all, there's no real storyline to talk about. But, honestly... I don't know what Jericho does on these shows. I don't know if he's just wrestling on these shows, putting guys over, or if he's going to get it. But honestly, for a prediction in this match, I honestly think that in my prediction, I think that Jericho would put Neville over. I don't think that Jericho, especially wrestling on house shows, traveling around the country, is going to be caring about what his record is. He just likes being... involved in wrestling. I made a video talking about The Rock the other day, Rock versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 32, a rumored match, and just saying that, for a long time, I thought The Rock was really selfish, and The Rock didn't care about us wrestling fans, and just thought that with what Rock has done in the last year, by basically flying across the country to appear at WrestleMania 31 after appearing on Saturday Night Live, and then showing up at the Boston house show, showing up on Monday Night Raw, and putting over Rusev last summer, that you can really see this guy really does love wrestling. It is it's in his body, it's in his soul, and he wants to give back to it as much as he can. And for Jericho, he's getting paid, but only to wrestle on house shows and not care about becoming a bigger star on television and TV. That he really does love doing this and giving back. And I'm hoping that he is wrestling a lot of these younger guys coming up from NXT, getting them experience on the road and helping them, just sort of, become bigger on the bigger star that is out there, on the biggest stage that they can out there. So I'm really looking forward to this match. I think that Jericho versus Neville really could be a good match. And if I had to put money down, I'd be putting money on Neville tonight.